Hey friends, it's Quenby, the Grateful Queen here on YouTube. Welcome back for another video. We have a lot of reselling related things to do today, so I'm going to take you along with me. I have an unboxing to do. My sister sent me a box of clothing that I am going to resell on eBay, Poshmark, Thredup, whatnot. You name it, I probably have tried selling there. I sell mostly clothing and women's fashion, but I've sold a little bit of everything over the years. It's a part-time side hustle business for me. I love it. So on this channel, you'll find a lot of educational videos about reselling, as well as unboxings, thrift hauls, thrifts with me, bins videos. So I'm so happy to see you here. Be sure to leave me a comment and let me know as you're watching this video, what are you doing with your reselling business today? Let's pull a couple of things that have sold. This is a Thredup returns box. Maybe I'll go through that with you guys too. I still store my inventory by type. So this is my small women's pants bin. I know a lot of you have really cool systems with numbers that would avoid what I'm doing here, which is like going through trying to find these express faux leather leggings. Here they are, a pair of express faux leather leggings. I bought those on Whatnot for like $5. I don't recommend this system, this inventory system. It worked great when I didn't have that many items, but now that I have 1,000 items, it's a little more challenging, but look at this, not too bad. Here's these other pants. They're by the brand Poetry. That was a pretty good sale. What else do we have? Oops, I've got these J. Jill pants. I buy these J. Jill pants all the time because they're such a reliable seller. They're the Ponte knit, and I pick them up if I can get them for like $5. They're like a plaid J. Jill. It says Ponte knit slim leg. They're like a heavier weight pull-on legging, and these sold for $25 plus shipping, and I usually get them for $5 or $6. I'm looking for my extra large bin. There it is. I love selling size XL. It's like my best-selling brand, and I sold this J. Jill top again with the J. Jill. You guys know I'm always saying don't pass on the J. Jill, especially larger sizes. It's just such a consistent seller. This is just a J. Jill women's large, like paisley layered blouse. I might have paid $6 for this. I can't remember if I got it. So USPS is finally picking up at my house again. I've talked about this before. A lot of you have USPS carriers that you love, and they're reliable. And for me, for so long, I would schedule it and no one would show up. I don't know if that was pandemic related or what, but now I have a great mail carrier who will take this bin and leave me another bin and actually come pick up my packages right at my house. So it saves me going to the post office every day, which is what I was doing before. So I'm really thankful for that. It's such a beautiful fall day out here. I was joking that it looks like I decorated with these leaves, but no, they're just, they've just fallen in perfectly. This is my favorite color begonia, and this plant completely died. There was nothing left in the pot, and the thing came back to like this glory. So that brings me a lot of joy. My plants, my angel that I got for $2 at the thrift store, totally love it. I like to plant in old forgotten things like this, and succulents are so easy. This is just my front stoop. I thought I'd share it with you. Everyone says, Quenby, you have such a green thumb. And I'm like, no, I really don't. I just choose plants that are very easy and hard to kill. So I bought this Lululemon tank top at the bins, and I didn't look it over too seriously because It's the bins, and it's kind of, you're digging through giant bins and making huge piles in your cart, and you're paying by the pound. It's kind of crazy there. And I get it home and I look and I'm like, look at this logo. This does not look right to me. This looks like a pink sticker. So that was my first kind of clue that I thought, is this fake? I have not seen a Lululemon sticker like that. And the shape looks a little off as well. So I was suspicious at first, like this doesn't look right. So then I start looking. Now, to be honest, the material feels great. It's a nice feeling material. But then look at this. So on the front, there's this pocket here, which I don't even know if they make Lululemon with a pocket like that on the front. And then look at the back. You can see the stitching here. And I'm like, that does not look like high quality. Lululemon is so expensive because it is very good quality. And then look at, there's these other stitching details that just don't look right to me. Like the seams. I just don't think the seams look right. Okay, so I turned it inside out so we can look at the seams. Because sign of a good quality item, all the seams are even. And these have this. I don't know what this is. It almost looks like, did a strap go there or something? Why is there this strange seam detail on both sides of the tank top there? So I have decided I am not selling this. I just don't want to take a risk. It is very dangerous to your selling account on eBay or Posh. If you sold something, a Lululemon, and somebody got it and said, I think this is fake, and you're selling fake, your account could get dinged or suspended, or you could get banned from eBay or Poshmark. So I am not going to sell this. I'm pretty sure this is like fake Lululemon. I don't know who is buying stickers and putting it on regular tank tops, but it's just not right. So that's going to, I don't even want to redonate it because I don't want somebody else to potentially sell it not knowing. So what do you guys think I should do with this tank? I'm definitely not listing it, but should I just like put it in the garbage, or let me know in the comments. Okay, my sister sent me this bundle. I love when she does this. My sister is so supportive of my reselling business. So if she cleans out her closet, she'll send me some stuff knowing that I can resell it. Or sometimes she buys stuff on eBay herself and she doesn't like the fit or anything. So it's really nice that she sends stuff to me. Hold on while I open this. Awkward. Those of you who have watched my channel for a while now know that I am like a walking blooper, so be sure to stay till the end of the video where I share the bloopers with you and we just laugh and keep it real. I'm like the only person in the world who could somehow cut into that envelope and all the stuffing comes pouring out at me. So I now have to go clean up the envelope stuffing, and I'll be right back to show you what's actually in the envelope. Okay, I see some denim here, which I totally love. These are Levi's, the ribcage straight. I can't believe you sent me a pair of Levi's, the ribcage straight in a size 32. So, if you don't know, Levi's have been selling really well again for the past couple of years. Within the brand Levi's, there are a couple of BOLO brands. BOLO stands for Be on the Lookout. So they're really, within the brand Levi's, they're like the ones you want because they're going to sell for the most amount of money and people want them. So one of them is the ribcage. So these are really fantastic. Now, I think 32 is my size. I wonder if she just didn't like the fit of these. So the ribcage you want to look out for. The other one you want to look out for is the wedgie and also the 501. Now, I've sold a lot of other kinds of Levi's. I pick up Levi's if I can get them at a great price because they sell. But the wedgie, 501s, and ribcage are the ones that do the best and people really want. So these are fantastic. They're a dark wash. They're in a good size. A 32 is kind of like a 12. Ooh, I love a good print. Look at that. I just love a good print. I think this is a scarf. Just a beautiful little boho. This will look good with what I have on. Little pop of color, lightweight, beautiful scarf. I sell scarves. This is from BP, so it's helpful when the scarf has a name brand, it is easier to sell. BP is Brass Plum, which is a Nordstrom house brand. This is an infinity scarf, so when it's all sewn together and you can wrap it like this, it's called an infinity. I pick up scarves when I go to the bins because they're a great lightweight item and they can sell well. I'll sometimes lot a few of them together by like style or color and sell them that way, or sometimes I throw them in as little like thank you giveaways if someone buys like a bundle or something. So another pair of jeans. Oh, and these are American Eagle. American Eagle, I think this is the newer American Eagle stitched on graphic like that. I think the older one says American Eagle Outfitters, and this one is like their newest one. And sometimes they'll say the style name, the 90s straight, OMG, I'm 46, I graduated high school in the 90s, so I love when they tell you right on there the style name. It just makes it really easy to find a stock photo if you're going to do that, or to put it right in your title. Now, these look like almost like a boyfriend fit. So they're like a much looser fit on these. Great wash. These also look to be a good size. If I had to guess, my sister probably thought these were too big for her. They're a 12 long. I love having long and tall. Those might have been a little big. Sometimes if it says like boyfriend fit or mom fit, I even found some that were called a dad fit. It's usually like a looser fit. So appreciative for anyone who gives me clothes. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, just one of my favorite brands to sell, Everlane. My sister has really great taste. Very classic Everlane, Eileen Fisher. She looks great in a pair of jeans and just like a linen sweater. So this is like a white button down. Everything I've ever got from the brand Everlane sells really well. Men's, women's, it's all super great. And this feels like cashmere, if I had to guess. It is. It's an Everlane cashmere sweater. She has such good taste. Let me know in the comments, do you find Everlane where you live in order to sell it? Have you had good experiences? I've sold like every piece I've ever got. It does not last long in my stores. And this is a cashmere, kind of a nice neutral sweater. So good. Now I'm so curious. I'm going to write her and say, thank you. What about those items did you not love? How could you give them away? They're amazing. So, all right, let's get on with the day. We have a lot to do today, friends. Okay, here's a few things that I just listed on eBay, and then I'll cross-post it to Poshmark. It's kind of a random assortment of things. Some things I've been putting off listing for one reason or another. This is a dress by Berry Pace. I've never heard of this brand. There's not a lot of information available, but it's a long velvet gown. So something I think someone might wear around the holidays or as a costume. I got that in a mystery box. These are some Nude Tags Chico's pants, which is amazing. And they're a size 3, so that's usually like an XL. They're just a plain black straight leg pull-on pants. These are Ann Taylor, size 12 petite. Now these jeans I bought for myself. They're this sort of retro style where they're fitted through the hips and high-waisted, and then they're like a cropped leg. And I bought several pairs for myself in different colors and sizes, but I just cannot make them work for me. And I paid like $30, $35 each for these on Poshmark, so I am going to sell those. This is a fun cardigan. I got this at the Sacramento Goodwill outlet bins where you pay by the pound. This is a Talbot's and it's a size large, so that's fantastic. I pick up this brand in the larger styles or if it's a great style. And this, because it has the theme, the equestrian riding theme, I think that that'll sell well. I just picked this up this weekend. I ran into the Goodwill looking for Halloween stuff. This is a vintage Pendleton. I have been doing well selling Pendleton again lately. What I do is, I'll show you the tag closely. I do a Google search for Pendleton labels, and that's what helps me date them. This particular label was used between 1970 and 1994, so I can put that in my listing. It's 100% virgin wool, and because I just sold one of these for I think $40 on Poshmark, I picked that up when I was walking by the shelves real quick and I noticed it. I also just sold a vintage Pendleton women's blazer. So I don't know if people are just looking for the Pendleton this time of year or what, but that's a few things I've listed. Now I'm going to get back to more listing. Wow, they actually came and picked up my mail. USPS came, picked up my mail at my house for free and took it. Now, to some of you, you've been enjoying that privilege this entire time. So you're like, what's the big deal? I always put my mail out. Well, for years, I would schedule a pickup. You can go onto USPS for free and schedule a pickup to your address, tell them how many packages you have. I'd put it out there and they just wouldn't show up. So I'd come out later, the mail had been delivered, but they had not picked up. But now they're actually picking up, which makes my life so much easier. I was going to the post office like every day, and it's not like the post office is that far. It's just an added errand. Like, oh, I gotta swing by the post office. So this is amazing. Now the downside is this. They don't scan it right away. It somehow goes on the truck, goes down to San Francisco, and sometimes it's like 2 or 3 days before it's scanned, which is not great. But it's what I'm dealing with. Gotta make the best of what you are dealing with, right? Yeah. It's later, I'm in my garage. This is my reselling space where I store all my inventory. I do my shipping up in my office. I do my photographing on this white wall. So I'm kind of all over the place. It's really not the best setup, but as a part-timer, that's what I've got. Let me know in the comments, do you have like a reselling room or a warehouse or an office? We're gonna go through this together. Don't get too excited. This is not a Thredup rescue box, although if you like Thredup rescue boxes, I've got a ton of videos. I'm trying to get everything that I have, not everything, but a lot of the stuff I have listed before I order my next Thredup rescue box. I like the women's mixed clothing box. That's my favorite. I've done the shoes, I've done the purses, I've done it all. What this is Thredup returns. So I sent these items into Thredup and they accepted them and they listed them on their site, but they didn't sell, so I had to reclaim them back. Do you guys sell on Thredup? I have 2 Thredup videos on the channel for beginners. One is like how to pack a box, like basics. And then one's like a follow-up a little while later with what I'm kind of learning about selling on Thredup. I was doing it a lot more. Now I'm doing it, I don't know how often I send a box. It's very hard to get labels right now. I'm filming this October 31st, the last day of October 2022. I do have a few leftover labels. Here's a tip from me. When they let you actually print labels, print out as many as they'll let you. It used to be I could print 10 at a time. So I have had leftover labels and I just save those. So even if you only think you're going to print one, even if you only have one box that you want to send them, but they'll let you print out 3 or 5 labels, print them all. Because maybe in a couple months you want to send another box and you might not be able to get labels. So I'm in this process of like, I get a box back and I'm like, okay, am I going to send this stuff right back to Thredup? That's often what I do. Or do I want to give it a shot listing it myself? This is a Banana Republic dress. It's size 2, which is why I sent it to Thredup. Cute little textured black and white knit shift dress, but it's a size 2. I send most of my very small sizes into Thredup because it's just harder to sell. This is L size large. And, I don't know why it's not focusing. I don't know anything about this brand. It's just a little black ruffle shift dress. I just didn't feel like listing it myself. Now, this is a large. Large dresses sell great for me, sometimes regardless of brand. So I'm going to put that in a pile as maybe I'll give it a shot listing that myself. I sent them in these high-waisted Adidas Climalite pants in a size small. They're like a really thick knit, almost like a scuba. I could list those or I could send them back to Thredup. This looks like a really great sweater. This is a Calvin Klein size medium. Didn't sell on Thredup. They sent it back to me. So just a great neutral ribbed sweater. I think I'm going to try and list this myself now because I might have sent this in like in summer and it took them a month to process my box, and then it was on their site for 2 months and they're just sending it back. So this neutral beige sweater will probably sell really well right now. So I think I'll try listing that myself and see how I do. This is an Ann Taylor Loft size 8 skirt. I don't love these kind of like, this one's pretty cute though. Look at that. All floral embroidery, but I just don't like selling career type wear. Loft does not sell well for me unless it's a really great piece for some reason. This is so cute. This is J. Crew size medium, and it's like a linen check print button-down shirt. I love this. So I don't know why I didn't list this myself. Sometimes just letting you in on some of my thinking, and I'm happy to learn or hear from any of you guys if you have different thoughts, but sometimes I'm in a place where I have a lot of inventory and I'm like, Quimby, you have a lot of inventory, pick out your favorite stuff, list it, send the rest off and get it out of here. Because this is a great shirt. I didn't just send it to them because I don't want to deal with it. You'll see as I'm unboxing this, a lot of it is stuff I don't want to deal with, like these. Jones, New York, size 4 plaid career pants. Nope, I hate listing that kind of stuff. I'm not excited about it. And so it sits around. I'd rather just send it to Thredup and maybe get $2 to $10 or something. This is Columbia size medium. I'm going to try and list this myself now. This is like an open front cardigan. So that's a great fall item for right now. So I'm going to try listing that. Didn't sell on Thredup. Who knows why? Could have been the season. You can go on to Thredup once they've taken your box and chosen your items to put on their site for consignment. I can go in there and change the prices. I usually raise the prices, but like certain things, if I don't want to see it again, like this is a Talbot size 2 petite little blue career skirt. That's a hard sell for me, but maybe they can sell it. I won't get a lot for that, but that's fine. This is cute. What items do you send into Thredup and why? Mine is usually like I send things that are very small sizes. I send things that are brands that do better on Thredup than they do for me. An example of that is like Eileen Fisher. I get more on Thredup than I do selling it myself. Theory. I get more on Thredup than I do selling it for myself. BCBG, Max Azria. Though I send those brands because it does better, and they're doing all the work. They're photographing it, they're shipping it, they're dealing with returns. And then I send mostly small sizes. I send things I don't love doing, like career wear. And then exceptions are like when I have too much stuff, like maybe I got a bunch of wholesale boxes and I just don't want to deal. This is Daniel Rain, which is sold at Stitch Fix. And look at this print. That's really, really cute, actually. It's like a peasant top, floral, and then it has like a contrasting trim. That's really cute. This is a dress by the brand Baby Fat. I do not know anything about this. I have an idea. Is this like a hipster brand? Or is this now like Y2K 90s? I mean, I just didn't know what the heck to do with this, honestly. It's like a silk, long silk maxi. So I'm like, Baby Fat. We'll see. Maybe, maybe it'll sell on Thredup. White House Black Market. This is a brand I often overlook. What do you guys think? White House Black Market. This is cool, actually. This is just a black spandex dress with kind of like a bandage front. White House Black Market, a lot of you guys have told me sells very well for you. So maybe I'll try listing that. This is Ann Taylor Loft size small. Cute little striped top. It looks awful the way I'm holding it up. With like a ruffle back. I'm going to send that right back to Thredup because well, how much money am I going to make selling a size small Ann Taylor Loft t-shirt? Really, it's not worth my time to photograph it, list it, put it in inventory, so that goes right over there. Cynthia Rowley size 8, some navy blue pants that have like a polka dot print. I'm not interested in that, and they price Cynthia Rowley kind of high. Talbot's career pants size 4. Oh my god, these are so cute. These are adorable. If this was the right season, Talbot size 10 chino pants, but they're all heavily embroidered with palm trees on them. What? These would probably sell great. They're a good size too, a size 10. I just probably did not want to deal with them. But I'll probably send those right back in. If it was summer right now, I'd list those myself. Another J. Crew really cute button front, but it's super small. Oopsie, my pile's falling over. I'm like not the best YouTuber. Why everything that they send to me is unzipped? I just don't get it. Do they pull it off the mannequin? I don't know what this is. This is a dress by Bar 3. Now, if you go into like Macy's, Bar 3 is so expensive. I've not had a lot of luck selling it myself. It's just not a brand that I think is super desirable. So you'll see most of this I'm going to send right back to Thredup. Let them deal with it. Here's another White House Black Market. Beautiful dress. Black drawstring waist. That would look so good on, but it's a 0. Can I sell small sizes? Yes. It's just harder and takes longer. This is a Calvin Klein dress in a medium. Oh no, it's a turtleneck. Nice ribbed knit black and white turtleneck. Business career button down. See you later, not interested. And a size 16 vintage Lord & Taylor silk skirt. Thredup prices certain things high. They price it based on what they think the retail value of it is. They also price silk very high. Like special fabrics like silk, wool they price higher. So if something's silk or wool, I'm like, they might price it higher. I might get a better payout over there. All right, so I'm going to sort through this. I'm going to send most of it back to Thredup. The few items that I showed you, I'm going to try and list myself. I'll put them in my needs to be photographed pile. And we will continue on with our day of listing, shipping, making YouTube videos, unboxing things. Last video I showed you a bunch of stuff on this rack. That was really fun. Let's get back to work. Good little intro. Actually, this, oh no. Here comes the heater thing. Jeez. Gotta move us upstairs or something. Jeez. I don't know how to do vlogging, do I? No, I don't. I don't want to like accidentally cut into something. I've done that before and it's not pleasant. Ooh. Ooh, gosh, I'm making a total mess of this package. I'm telling you, I'm the worst. And I'm supposed to be like someone who does a lot of unboxings. I do. I can't remember if I got it at Salvation Army, if I got it at half day after. I also sold a vintage Paislton. Just classic 501. Now I've sold a lot of other kinds of rib cage. Can I smell? Yeah, maybe you can. Can I sell smalls? Let me try saying this again. And if you're at home, you should try saying it. Can I sell small sizes? Sally, she sure by the...